Well, to a lesser
It is the same
degree,
name.
but yeah.
Yeah.
So, Nyaxi,
Yep.
why don't you tell me a story about a little girl who turned out to be a savage killer?
So, should I go through the attributes of the stuff, or should I cover the backstory first?
Cover the actual dots because we need to work this out.
Sure. So I went physical, mental, social.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 2 dots strength, 4 dexterity, 4 stamina, 3 charisma, 2 manipulation, one of which I bought up with XP, but that comes later, and 2 appearance, and then 3 intelligence, 3 wits, and 2 perception.
Okay. And then, let's see. Yeah, just walk me through this.
Talents are, I think I bought 2 of these dots with freebies.
Mm-hmm. Looks like. In the
Yep.
empathy.
Yep. The rest is, well, yeah, but talents is primary. 2 alertness, 3 athletics, 2 brawl, 5 empathy, 3 primal urge.
Mm-hmm. And then in skills, I think you bought one of something with either XP or freebies, and the rest is just the
Yep.
normal ones. So
Yeah, it's mostly animal cunning survival.
Mm-hmm. And some few odds and ends, what you would expect.
Yep.
And then we have knowledges.
Yeah, let's see. I bought a bunch of dots in knowledges. But yeah, I have enigmas, occult, and rituals, as you would expect from a theurge.
Mm-hmm. And 3 of these would have had to been bought with either freebies or XP, I believe.
Yep. That's correct.
Okay. I need to actually look up docile. For every point of docile you take, your maximum rage is lowered by 2 and can never be bought above that level. So that would essentially, the way I understand it, it means that it's 2 below what it would normally be.
I thought it meant that you can never go above, like, usually your maximum rage is like 10, right?
Your maximum is whatever your rage rating has been bought up to.
Yes.
Oh yeah, fair enough, I guess. Maybe I should buy myself more rage in that case.
Or you could just get rid of the flaw that will make everyone look at you like a domesticated, domesticated little doggy.
Yeah, I could, I guess. Let's see what I draw out for that. Hard choice.
Or you could just take Dark Fate.
That sounds worse somehow.
Let's not, please. Let's not touch that with a 10-foot pole. Thank you very much.
I mean, it's not that bad, right?
Nyaxi, I have a good flaw for you. Metish child.
That sounds like a lot of trouble, but maybe.
Oh.
You don't say.
Hey, let's see. Some of the cosplay keys I could take Gullible, I suppose.
That does not sound good.
It depends on what situations he gets into. Like if he's like, I picked up curiosity because it's what I'm doing anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So why not enjoy it a bit? If he picks up like, depending on how we work, him picking up Gullible might not actually affect him super badly. Like, as long as he isn't stuck alone in a room with a Tremere, then I think we're fine.
Yeah, this isn't that bad now that I've read through it. It kind of fits your character as well.
Yeah, I think so too, so I will take that instead.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so most of your freebies went into Gnosis to bring it up, even though you're a Hume-born wolf.
Yep.
Then we have 3 in willpower. Math seems to check out. 4 in empathy. Yep. 2 in rights. Okay, and 1 in totem. Let's see, does the math add up? Yes, it does. Okay. So then we have the experience. 4 enigmas. Okay, that takes care of 1 dot there. Those are gifts. Okay. 5 in occult. That's 3. Okay, that's accounted for then. Yeah.
Okay.
And there was one more thing that needed to be accounted for. I think one of the dots in skills.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, you have it in survival. I suggest saying that you bought a performance with XP instead. That means you have 2 more XP freed up.
Oh yeah, then need to shuffle that around a bit. Oh yeah, okay, sure.
And that means you have 3 XP left if your math is as it appears, so you might be able to buy another gift.
Yep.
Of level 1.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's see. I think totem points can be bought up with experience. I'm not sure.
They can be, yes.
What's the exact cost for that?
It should say in the totem background.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. Fucking wise ass cunt. God damn it, Jackalor.
Think I know all those things? I haven't read the entire book yet, you know.
Blah 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 blah. Of course it doesn't fucking state on spending experience, because fuck that. Oi, fuck you, book. Fuck you. You could buy another point of rage if you don't find a level 1 gift you like.
Oh yeah, that's also true, I suppose.
I mean, 4 rage is enough to... You know.
Cost 1 for 3 points to spend on willpower, rage, or gnosis. It doesn't have to be on rage. If you're getting into totems, but yeah. Burning extra stuff on rage is never a bad idea up until a point.
At which point, it's a bad idea.
Yeah, and that point is usually at about 6 rage. Depending on whether or not you're actually fighting.
How much rage do
I
you
mean,
have, Jackal, or like 7?
Yes, he has 7.
I mean, how bad could it be?
There's a reason that we've suggested punching him in the face and then throwing him into the enemy.
It's technically a valid idea, yes.
I mean, he can't really fuck things up that badly if he's on the other side of the walls and can't get out, right? Just shoot him in there. The wards are mostly a mystical / mental thing. You apply enough force, he will go through. And at that point, you just toss him in some fresh meat if he's not done in a single night.
I'll probably be saving up 9 XP so that I can actually start ward breaking later.
Search, no.
9 XP.
Yeah.
Because that... Wasn't that a thing?
Ward
Oh, right, you
breaking,
don't have 9 yet. You're
Yeah,
gonna
no.
be saving through play. I'm gonna be giving you 5 per session, so end of session 2 you can get it.
Hopefully.
I mean, if you
Depending
survive
whether or
that
not you-
long.
Yeah, that's the thing. Are we going to live that long, though?
We're probably going to live that long.
Okay, so...
I found a gift.
Okay. Which one is it?
Umpro Theta on page 166.
Okay. Just recount all those gifts. Make sure that you have added up the XP costs for them properly. Because you have quite a few.
I'm pretty sure I put all of them in the notes and I think it adds up.
Yes, please recount just in case. For my peace of mind.
Sure. Spirit Speech is 1, Gem Weapon is 1, so that's 6. Luna's Armor is level 2, so that's 12.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit Hand is 3, so that's 21. Calm the Savage Beast is 3, so that's 30, and Amplifita is 3, so that's 33. And the 3 other gifts are starting gifts.
Yeah. Okay, and that hopefully lines up with your other expenditures. That's 8 and that's a 9. So that's 17. So 33, yeah, that lines up. Okay, good.
Yay.
And of course, you are a Humi tiered of the Children of Gaia.
Yep.
So, Craft,
He's the hippiest hippie to ever hippie.
you can't really log into Roll20 because you're away, but give us an idea about, like, I have an idea as to what your dots are gonna be like. So I have those noted down here, but we're just gonna go into character descriptions and the like from here. I'll just give people a quick overview. So from what I got so far, it's 2 in strength, 4 in dex, 2 in stamina.
Yep.
Another 5 in charisma, 3 in manipulation, 2 in appearance, 4 intelligence,
I
1 in
think
wits, 1 in perception.
Yeah, I'm gonna boost those two with like XP. But
Yeah.
I wanna spend my freebies because of this.
Yeah, this is of course
I'm in maxing
without
a bit there, like,
spending any freebies or experience because
Freebies.
Craft is happily away
Holy
on
fuck.
vacation where we can hear the sounds of the street outside.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you
You
for
can
that.
hear the glorious vacation I'm having. See, I'm spreading vacation feelings.
Yeah. I'm gonna
It's
go
so
get
nice.
dinner while you're doing this.
So
Or lunch, rather.
yeah, then we have talents: alertness 3, athletics 2, brawl 2, empathy 3, primal urge 1, and some dots that have yet been unassigned. Abilities are drive 1, firearms 2, stealth 1, survival 1, and
Uh-huh.
not so much on the social stats, which you might need at some point, but hey, who needs those? So, academics 1, computers 3, law 2, rituals 2, and technology 1. And I believe that you're gonna
Yeah.
go for a glasswalker, and what was the idea? Like a galliard?
A Philodox.
Field dogs, okay.
Yeah.
Now,
I sent you the gifts, like
Yes,
later
I
on, like
copied
the
them
starting
in.
gifts. Yeah. So I have those too. because I'm doing it.
the philodogs are the judges. They keep order. They keep
Yeah.
people in line. The person
Yes.
planning on horrible experiments is a philodogs.
I mean, look, they want balance. They want to make
Well, can
everything
you
good
just
again.
not do the experiment?
I'm saying I'm not gonna do them, but you guys don't trust me.
The
I'm
world
saying,
is
okay,
trying to
I'm not
rebalance
really-
the world. You need to help it, according to him.
No, you don't need to help me. I'm saying I'm gonna balance it, and my plan is going to work. But it's not. The game is not long term enough. We're like long enough for that. So because this is a short campaign, so I'm not gonna do that. That's what I said. Okay.
I mean, it depends on how long you survive.
So there are 3 dots of resource here, 1 dot of kinfolk, because holy crap, he's gonna do horrible things.
I mean, we need kinfolk, right? We need somebody in the fucking city so who we can talk to. Somebody who's getting attacked.
Those, it would have been fine. You did
Oh,
it.
so
So.
you want me to remove the kinfolk? You want to take the kinfolk? Sure, take the kinfolk. I can remove that point of kinfolk, guys.
No,
You
that's
don't want
yours.
to
You
have
can
it.
keep it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
We
fine.
just
I can
know
pull
what
it if you want to.
what you're gonna be doing with them.
I can pull it if you want. See, I'm trying to be saying I'm not fucking evil. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be a good kid. I swear to God.
I mean, honestly, so far Jackalork has been a traitor every time. I would be watching him, not crap.
Yeah, like why me?
That's not my fault.
Not your fault, traitor. Like, how many times have you been now? Like, 2, right? At minimum. At this point.
Okay, so, Crap, do you have a clear idea as to what kind of a character you want in terms of history, etc.?
Yeah, glass walkers love their technology, right?
Up to a point, sure, they certainly don't hesitate to use it.
Yeah. So, and I'm a philodox, so I have to be able
you
to
have
know people. I mean, I'm going to be a philodox, so I have to have the leadership that a philodox has, and
Not
I also need,
necessarily. That's
you
just the
don't-
mood
okay.
you're born under. It's a case system. It doesn't have to be, fit everyone. It's just what you're expected to be.
I'm expected to be a leader. I mean, it's either me or Jackalor at this point. And I don't know about Jackalor.
Well, you're trying to make a leader.
Maybe.
Well, you
Like,
kind
I'm
of
gonna
have
add
to
some more leadership.
decide today because we are figuring out the pack dynamics today.
Yeah,
Ah.
like right now, preferably.
Like, we're gonna go through what each character is gonna be like as a person, and then we're gonna decide how they
it's gonna
fit
be
together as a
social
pack.
werewolf. Ah, yeah, right. I read that.
Yes, social. That's still going to be the most useful thing. But yeah.
I mean, come on, somebody has to be social.
No, not really.
If you
Dude,
want
we're going
to-
to have to investigate stuff.
If you want
I'm gonna
to
probably
make
be
a modern werewolf that is capable of investigating stuff and actually talking legasp to people, go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm
I'm
going
saying you
to
don't have
do.
to be.
He
Aren't you
wants
the one
to,
who's like,
okay?
keeps yelling in the chat? Bullycraft to take this, Bullycraft to take it. Nah, fine. But I'm gonna be the social. I'm gonna make a social character.
Okay, so
Social
this
Slugger.
so this social character, give us an idea what he's like as a person, what's his history, etc. So we have some idea as to what he's actually like. Or we can circle back around to you if you need some time to think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, people don't really respect the glasswalkers, right? Yeah,
If
they-
you're a respectable,
Sorry.
if you make yourself respectable, yes, you will.
I mean, to get your respect, I basically have to fight you and then not die. Like,
That's
Here's the
one
thing:
way
you're
to
not
do
a
it,
bone
yes.
gnawer. The bone gnawers are the ones who are not afforded respect. Glasswalkers are looked at funny by the more nature-oriented tribes, but they aren't immediately disdained.
I mean, listen, at this point, you are an established pack, you are rank 3. It means that not only
Yeah.
have you been together for a while, but there's probably one or two other wolves that died that used to be part of your pack. You have been together for years. You are an established unit.
yeah,
Yep.
we are. Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
remember that time we tore those Pentex cunts apart? Oh yes, the razor wire. Ugh. You know, you have your own stories.
Yeah.
So I don't need to like go how he was as a human because that doesn't really matter.
No, it's
now.
part of the character, but we need to know what he's like as a person.
Yes.
Okay, how about we do this? Nyaxi seems to have a good idea and Jackalor knows what
Yeah.
he's doing in general, so we'll circle back to you, okay?
Yeah, sure, do that.
Okay. So, who wants to go first on describing their character as a person? And the silence was deafening. Wow. I volunteer Jackalor, go.
Okay. Stalks by Moonlight is of course a lupus, born to a kinfolk mother and a kinfolk mother and and lupus kinfolk mother and a werewolf father.
Mm-hmm.
Get offenders, of course. Yep. He is easily he's very incredibly confident in himself, sometimes to his detriment, of course, but generally it allows him to do great things that others wouldn't have been able to, when someone else wouldn't have been able to if didn't have his confidence.
Like that one time where a group of black spiral dancers ambush you and you escape leaving only a piece of one ear behind.
I don't escape, you know that, right?
I mean,
I killed them all.
Get the friend race. They don't escape.
He escaped with all of their entrails. That's what you need to call it.
if it was a proper ambush with him cut off from the group, he might have taken one or two down, but there would have been like 5 or 6 there.
It's a tactical retreat.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not an ambush. He made a tactical retreat after he removed one of their entrails.
And then I informed the rest of the pack and we killed them all.
Yeah.
Sure. You fought
Or
a
you-
rival pack. That's where you lost one of your past pack mates. That's where Cackle died.
Yeah. Poor Lupus. Or poor Metasfucker.
He was, Kaka was a Metis Mendigo Khan. Nobody, and he was a good warrior.
Nobody likes him. He was a good, even
He was a
though he
good
was a
warrior,
cunt.
and that's about all you can say about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cackle was someone who
An
was
unschooled
supposed to play with us, but who dropped out, so we're just gonna treat him as someone who died along the way.
I mean,
No,
he had died when we were ranked 2,
Casualties
right?
in the name of Gaia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what killed Cackle? The Black Spiral Dancers, right?
Yeah, the Black Spiral Dancers. He rushed. He together with Stonks by Moonlight rushed into their midst, and managed to jump in the way of a blow that would have killed Stonks by Moonlight.
Through sheer bloody-minded stupidity.
Yeah, like a true werewolf,
It was
right?
probably charging at someone. It was probably charging at someone else who didn't see the blow. Let's be honest here.
What's his auspice? What was his auspice?
He was
Arun.
It was also an Aru. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
then I
So,
understand why he would
Jackalor,
charge-
under battle scars, you may add minor cosmetic damage as well for that past event that we just invented.
I'll note that one of my ears is off.
Partially off, nicked.
Yeah, nicked.
Essentially, you look like an experienced wolf in your natural form at this point, one that's been in a few fights. Has a few scars that are, visible, but still quite functional. Okay. So, Nyaxi, give us a short
Yep.
description of Lara, I believe.
Yep, so she her mom was the werewolf in the couple,
Mm-hmm.
and she died shortly after birth, so Lara grew up with her dad, who was a veterinarian.
Okay.
Oh god!
Wait, the dad got cocked? Oh god. Poor dad.
I mean,
That's fun.
maybe. Who knows? Like,
What do you mean, maybe? He's a werewolf
I mean,
veterinarian
what?
living in a city. God
so yeah,
damn.
she was a rather timid and introverted child, and did mostly like crossword puzzles and riddles and stuff. And went with like her dad. When he had holidays, they mostly went on to camping trips.
Mm-hmm.
And on one of the trips, like her dad got basically wrecked by a bear, and she had to first change.
Poor bear.
Yeah. After that, some werewolves picked her up and taught her the ways, like grooming her to be a fjord,
Mm-hmm.
basically. And yeah, she's still pretty shy and kinda gullible because she doesn't have much knowledge about people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, our man.
Yeah, I don't have a definite backstory for my dude, but I think he's a wolf. Lived near the outskirts of Detroit, near-ish, or at least in the nearest forest. And he was never really fit in with the pack like most of the werewolf or the lupus werewolves, because they're always more curious than their fellows, and mine
Yeah,
was more
they're
curious.
they're
still.
like weird to wolves. They don't really fit in their world either.
Yep.
They're too human in a way.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he always stuck his nose where it didn't belong, which got it almost bitten off more than once. And he ended up changing when he was on a hunt, and when he ended up returning, he underwent his first change when he saw that there was a hunter had just shot his alpha, and he underwent his first change and tore the hunter apart, and then went on to damage several other nearby pieces. Like he tore down a tree as well during it after throwing the hunter through it.
Fuck this tree in
And-
particular.
Yeah, like he'd lunge at the hunter, and he was much stronger than usual, so he just body slammed the hunter through the tree, and then that ended up killing him.
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't save his alpha, but he brought back news of his alpha's death to the pack.
Okay.
And and then the pack there was a couple of wanderers walking around, because like they're actually the kinfolk that I have a contact background with, or that I have a background with, and they were walking around because that they figured that the hunter's disappearance was had a little bit more to do with a werewolf, and then they picked him up and introduced him to the Utena, and that's where he became one.
So essentially, you were like one of the lost cubs in a way, because and you just were lucky enough to get reacquainted, and they recognized you as one of their own, essentially.
Yeah. Mainly when I wasn't the only wolf. Maybe when I wasn't the only wolf growling at them and was instead cocking their head.
Mm-hmm.
And because he's always had his acute an acute knowledge of when something might be creeping up on him to harm him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and craft.
Okay, I think I have something good. Okay, the description. Al-Hazred Webwalker. That's his werewolf name. He took that name after he became a werewolf. And
Yeah, you're gonna
he
need
grew
to
up
spell
as
that
a
out for me, I think.
I sent it to you, I think, on Discord.
Ah,
Yeah. Al-Hazred. Really weird as name.
oh,
You
you
get
would
this.
so get shanked in some parties. Fucking weaver spawn.
Really? Come on.
Depends on how.
That's how glass works. I mean, look.
Not
I
among
like my technology.
Glasswalkers, but you're probably one of the less populous tribes in the area. It's probably almost half the sept is probably like Wendigo and Noctina. Because you're near Canada and, this is like traditional territories for them.
Fact. I mean, I'm still alive, right? They restrict
You
me
are
enough.
very much still alive and you have earned some rank and respect. You're fine.
See, I'm good. I'm good. Not
Until
that
they
yet.
find your laboratory.
I mean, they won't find it. It's been hidden
So it
until I was around 3.
exists!
So you have a weapon, you fucking knew it!
Wrong thing to say there, man.
Look at that. I mean, look, I didn't.
We
It's
knew
my
it!
day.
It is of the worm! Kill it!
Why would it be of the worm? Why not of the weaver, right? Look at my name.
Well, I'm going to fucking kill you either way, so...
look, I'm just kidding, okay? I don't have one. I
So it
swear.
pretends to be of the weaver in order to hide its true allegiance. Math checks out.
I mean,
Kill it!
I'm not gonna secretly take 5 resources, right? I'm not telling you the shit.
I mean, they would have noticed by
I
now,
mean,
probably.
it does sound like it's a fucking of the weaver. It might not be as prestigious, but you're still gonna fucking kill him.
Okay, look. He got the name Webwalker since he's so fucking good with hacking and shit in computers and technology.
You're not
He's
helping your
actually-
case here!
Yeah,
He's even blessed by weaver spirits. You know, he's blessed by this.
Not helping! Just making it worse!
Oh, come on!
activating like the fight of cool, activating...
That as long as you say that you regularly try and hack the Pentex servers and keep leaking information to the public about how bad they're being,
Yeah.
I think that might redeem you a bit.
That's what I'm doing, right? Like, come on, I've been doing this for a while now. I'm a rank 3.
Okay.
You guys know, I'm a good kid. I help you. I like find out Pentex plans before anybody else does. Through the internet when I'm like hacking and shit.
Okay, so you are a hacker. You... like an eco-terrorist modern hacktivist.
Yeah, like when we're going to the city, I'm probably gonna hack the security system of the like
Don't
finding
pull a
the.
steal with how expansive you think hacking is. Just don't.
Yeah, don't.
I'm gonna hack the Tremere wards to bring them down. Okay, you try. Your computer explodes. Soak hack damage from fire.
I don't think you can hack damage from 5, it's only lethal.
I think
No,
it
you
is.
do take ag damage from fire,
It's
but you
ag.
need a heal.
Oh, okay.
It varies from system to system. I think this is one where fire is ag. And you're
Yeah.
assuming it's not magic fire anyway, if it comes from, fucking with wards.
Yeah. If it
I'm
touches the
looking at
Tremere, it's
cameras.
probably magic.
Like, getting into company's data and
I
shit.
think the cameras are word as well.
for fuck's sake. Look, everything connected by the Weaver is connected by the Weaver. I can connect to anything with the gift.
So you're saying you're a weaver, servant of the weaver, kill him.
Everything of the Weaver is connected by the Weaver. That's what I said.
Those are legitimate gifts, though.
Yeah.
They're legitimately gifts he can use. Calm
I
down.
adjust my phone and I can connect to anything.
Okay, so
So
activist terrorist dude. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, something else we would need to cover. How did your first change go? We didn't cover Jackalors either,
Yeah.
but
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay. When he was a human, he was called. Let's go with John. Yeah, he's John.
uh-huh.
And he had his first. John always felt, outside and like from the group. He was, one of the geeks, you could call him. Then
Sitting in the computer lab alone.
he was doing, instead of, going outside, since, he didn't really feel that he belonged with the other kids, he just went to the computer instead of, being a.
Wow, right,
Become
in
Make
the
sure you don't have
feels.
too high gnosis if that's your backstory.
What?
Make sure you don't have too much gnosis if that's your backstory.
Not what?
That's one of
understand
your
about that.
stats, Craft.
Yes.
Your connection to the spirit
That is-
world. Like, being
Ah,
an outsider
Gnosis.
helps, but you...
Oh yeah, Gnosis.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be super powerful if you're, only sitting with technology that. Probably like rating of 2 or 3.
He was the kind of kid who would try and hack banks and shit,
Uh-huh.
going outside. He was a very good kid. And
Okay. So what
he
happened?
was one.
So how did he first change?
Oh! He was running from some cops.
Oh, poor cops.
No, not the cops. And then I think I need to change the stat, but he was streetwise. He knows the streets because he managed to run away from the cops. But then he got in that bad neighborhood, and they wanted to rob him. And I mean, they started beating him, and then so they don't exist anymore.
Yeah, they're chunky salsa is what you're saying.
Yep.
Yeah,
But he was, he's a kinfolk, so the werewolves already knew him, so they found him easily.
what did you have in your perception? Oh, perception lightness of 4. Yeah, and you were gonna buy it up with experience? Yeah, there was some weird people hanging around that bad neighborhood. For weeks after that happened, just looking at people intently, a lot. It's like, out of character, the prince might not have been too happy about a couple of thugs getting ripped to ribbons. And, trying to figure out who the fuck it was once the gangrel were ruled out.
Oh, you mean the guy didn't do it?
The fuck? Did I yell at the Primogen for no reason?
I feel sorry for him, but he's a worm servant. He's a servant of the worm. I don't feel sorry for him at all.
Like, there's no way they could have caught you. It was more along the lines of, people trying to discreetly keep watch to make sure it didn't happen again. But by that time, you were probably wiser to it, But yeah, you would have noticed that there's something in the city that pays attention to those kind of things. Probably.
Yeah, but that's another city, right? That's not the one we're going to now.
It's this city.
It
Are
can
you
be
serious?
this. It can be this one if you want.
Then I wouldn't. Then we would already. Wouldn't other people have already went to the city then?
it's-
If I noticed that.
You would have noticed that there was something watching that, but it was just normies. It wasn't vampires. It was ghouls.
Ah, so cops, right?
Well, people in, you know, black suits that scream
Civil
undercover
cops.
cop or whatever. Yeah, like they could
It
have
could be
easily been.
Pentex, it could be really anything.
Yeah, you would have assumed, like, essentially, attention you don't want. That's about the most you could have gotten from that. You would have known that something noticed. That, you know, people were ripped apart in a really obvious way with guts splattered 3 stories high.
Huh. But I mean, yeah, it should be another city. I don't really. Because, you know, we're still in the same area and we're right.
Like,
Oh my
your
fucking
sept
God.
would be nearby, and you have kinfolk in this city. Like, 2 people you know, so you having lived
Yeah.
around here makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why I'm from the outskirts, with the nearest forest to Detroit. I have a couple kinfolk from around here.
Yeah, so, yeah, this probably would have been Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Okay, good. So, Jackalot, your first change.
Wait. So you're
Okay,
saying if I notice those people again,
I forgot to mention, but I was also born into this sept.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, my first change was when I was out hunting alone, because totally reasonable, right?
Uh-huh.
And ran into some people that were supposedly had been supposedly drilling there, and I just felt intense. How should I put it? Anger from the area, and it incited me into rage, and I slaughtered the entire supposed mining operation, which turned out to be a Pentex team that had been, you know, looking for something.
And now we know where the Chronicles obligatory Earthbound idol is buried.
You really like your Earthbound, just in case, don't you?
I mean, if I need to pull the nuke on
Yeah.
players.
And at that point, I think we meet up with the Humanity 7 whatever Humanity 7 plus vampires we know. We're like, hey, we'll be fine working with you and anyone else who hasn't decided to be utter dicks if you help us murder this Earthbound properly. Please and thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be grumbling all along the way. We should be killing all of these.
No, when that
Yeah.
gets
I mean,
suggested, you immediately roll for rage, Jackalor.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. I mean, we also I also know about there being an Earthbound nearby if I'm a part of the Utina. So I know that there's a powerful spirit sealed away nearby.
You would know that there was, at one point, a spirit that was sealed away nearby that the local sept guarded, but around the same time, slightly before that cairn was lost, supposedly in what turned or became Detroit, or thereabouts, that get plundered as well.
Fun.
The others
So he's
wouldn't
either
necessarily
released or he's
know,
waiting.
but yeah, that would have probably been picked up as a valuable relic by someone or something.
Fuck. Damn it, Jackalor! First you roll 10s, 9s, and 8s for our foes, and then you give us an Earthbound as well?
That retroactively gets plundered. Like, the Pentex wouldn't have known that it was already gone, so...
Yeah. So it was either moved somewhere else, or there's a hidden cult that we're gonna have to hunt down as well. On the plus side, the vampires have probably hunted down as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they find out about it.
So... like, to you it would just be a powerful bane trapped in an object and sealed away.
Yeah.
So, now for... Wait, Krav, did you have anything else you need to add? I think we kind of, stepped away from your thing for a bit. Sounds like you had something to add on top. Craft?
I think he died. Someone pushed him off the balcony.
You still there, Craft?
I'm dead. Yes, yes, yes. I was doing something. I was talking to somebody.
Uh-huh.
How do you like the sound of glorious snow? But so you're saying, if I meet those ghouls again, I'm gonna wait a second. Those guys.
It was for you at this point like 15 or 20 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't remember.
But you might recognize that cut of suit and that swagger anywhere. I will let you roll intelligence alertness at a high difficulty for it.
Like,
And then you tell
Perhaps-
me about it, and I'm like, oh, okay, so follow those guys. Got it.
and then you follow them. You get cut because they notice somebody's following them.
You
get some
walk into
curiosity.
Elysium as they are reporting to the prince in court.
I'm capable of walking on walls, and no one ever looks up. Remember that.
They're vampires, they look up.
Yeah.
The old ones
They
do
all
anyway.
notice here because there's fuck.
Also-
You also. Yeah.
Just watch curiosity kick in. I wonder what's inside that house they went in.
Roll
Yeah,
off at 9 plus 1 to pass for a vampire. Also roll self-control.
You don't have
Yeah,
self-control.
self-control. That stat we don't have.
Roll willpower. Actually, no, roll for frenzy. You may spend willpower to resist.
What does a botch on a frenzy roll do, actually?
I think it might just send you into frenzy without being able to recover from it, but I don't know.
Actually, I think a botch makes you not be able to frenzy.
I don't know. It's weird. I'll
Maybe
look
that's
it up when
rage.
it comes up.
Yeah.
You might
Need
do his
successes
rage
to
instead, right?
actually frenzy.
So, we have an
Or it's
idea
harder for you
of
to rage.
what each person is in the pack. Now we need to decide how the pack fits together. So, who's the alpha? Is the most
Alright,
important
Hand
question.
raised. Hand raised.
Yeah. The first thing that we need to figure out is why exactly were we sent here? I think it's for a scouting mission right now, right, Draco?
It's to essentially find and remove the threat to kinfolk. One would have been found dead, and another one would be missing in action. Essentially, your orders are to solve it and put it down.
I mean, you could rank us if you rank us by rage. I have the highest rage, I think.
So
Yeah,
essentially,
no one
I'm not
wanted to
done
go.
yet.
essentially, you need to
I'm
make
not
this
done
city
yet.
safe for your kin.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Something's moved in here, remove it. Kill it all. Or drive it off, or whatever. Just get rid of it. That's your orders.
Yeah.
But you do whatever needs to be done over there.
I can feel Jackal
So-
grinning on the other end, just fingering his
Yeah.
rage trigger. Just.
Yeah. I think Jack is probably the best person to lead us in the beginning, at least.
And so it begins again.
Yeah, so
Uh-oh.
it begins again.
Hello,
bring
darkness,
Hey,
When
my
you
old
watch, you
friend.
know how this ends.
We've walked
Bring
this
out
road
the drums of
before.
war.
We've walked this road before so many times.
Hey, it's fine.
At least it's not crafts.
I remember when you tried to pull that treacherous bullshit on Epic and he managed to convince everyone that you were a demon worshipper in front of Oriane.
Well,
Oh, in Tolka, where Epic is the demon worshipper, on Path of Eastern Revelation. He convinced.
this is
Wow.
way before. This is way over.
I mean, his previous character is now looking for an opportunity to get a demonic pact of his own, so... Like, that was his plan all along, we just never got to that part.
So,
Like, how
I
does your
so
pack
I'm the
work
alpha
in
now?
terms of alphas? Not just for this, but in general. Do you trade back and forth? Is there like a set leader that hangs temporary
Um,
leadership off? Is it like a democratic process? How does it work?
Honestly, I think it would be based on who has the best, like who can handle the situation that we're going into best. In this case, since we're expecting to have to fight, we elect Jack Lore the warrior to lead us. But I think that if we're not really doing anything, then leadership would default to Kraft because he is the most charismatic.
Like, there
Yeah.
is a big, like, whatever is here is probably good at hiding in cities, and that is Kraft's base of operations.
Yeah, but I think I'm better at hunting people down, no matter the area, though.
Oh,
I'm gonna
really?
be honest here.
Yeah,
With my gift
like
spread, I think I'm better at
I
hunting
think
people
since
down.
we're going,
finding
I mean,
people.
this is essentially going to war. So I'd be the wartime leader as not only as an Arun, uh,
But as a
but
Fenris.
otherwise just because I'm capable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'd say either Ahriman or Kraft will be the peacetime leader.
Yeah, it's probably Kraft because I think he went social.
Yeah.
That and Ragabash aren't really that trusted otherwise because
Mhm.
everyone sees them as tricksters and annoying fuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking crazies.
Yeah. At least when they're stealing your pants off and convincing you that someone else did it.
Okay. And,
So
well,
we're going in with Jack Moore as the leader.
okay, and another thing that we need to look at is essentially how do your characters view each other, more or less? And feel free to discuss amongst yourselves because this is like we're trying to have at least an idea of what an established relationship looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I probably think of Nyaxi as a good friend in the pack, if a little bit too timid for his own good.
Yeah, like I'd probably view Nyaxi as like, yeah, she's nice. She's just too nice, you know. It's to have her.
Yeah, Jack, you're the brute who gets things done. No
I'm
finesse.
not a
though.
brute.
Uncoil
I'm a
Sunwhip.
warrior of Gaia.
I'm a warrior of Gaia. You've been very bad.
God damn it, Draco! Why? Yeah, and Kraft is the person who's always holding the. And Kraft is the person who keeps us from ripping each other to shreds when disagreements get heated.
Yeah. My opinion of Ahriman would probably be that, I mean, he's good at what he does, but fucking Ragabash.
Not only Ragabash, but Utena as well.
Yeah.
And you still think you can hear the name Wormcomer come from my lips whenever I think you're not listening, basically.
Yeah, like, God.
At least it's not like that
Yeah.
cackle douchebag, right? Who was
Yeah.
saying it out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. I at least have the good graces to say it behind your back instead of to your face.
I'm
mean,
not sure that's a bonus as far as Get of Fenris are concerned.
Yeah, that's kind of like, see it to my face and then beat me up while doing it.
I mean, I have zero etiquette, so make of that what you will.
This is more of a primal urge thing, and I think you have enough of
Yeah,
that to
fair enough.
realize that, you know, that's not how you're supposed to do things. I don't think wolves are
Yeah.
very backstabby in that way.
They're not really.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Wolves aren't very backstabby to the members of their own pack. That says nothing about how they'll treat vampires or anything else.
I think Al-Hazred would. I'd probably rank Al-Hazred as the most, trustworthy and the one I'm most friendly to. Even if he is like way too much with the whole fucking Weaver shit. Like, what the fuck?
Meanwhile, in a laboratory, finally, I have captured a young vampire. Excellent. Restrain this specimen.
Oh, no, don't do
I
it.
mean, I don't have that merit. Come on.
I mean, now's your chance. You can capture one, right? You just need to separate it from its group.
Yeah.
Read some Malkavian into your kinfolk.
So yeah, Nyaxi, what's your opinions of everyone?
Well, I think I would get better. I would get along better with you and Aho because you are lupus,
Mhm.
and I get along better with animals.
Mhm.
You fucking.
Wow.
I mean, no, green form will look like animals anyways. This is just something I've rolled my eyes and accepted as a thing that is going to happen.
I mean, at
Holy
least they're
traitor.
at least they're not trying to have experiments as to which vampire clan makes the best kinfolk dampers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Probably Bruja, honestly.
I mean, it depends.
I don't
The
know.
dominate. What can dampers have? Like level 1, level 2 disciplines?
Level 1. Level 2, they're essentially revenants, remember? Except they
Okay.
actually start with disciplines, I think.
So essentially, what's good? Dominate's good. Auspic's good. Tremere. You need Tremere.
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh my god. Premier kinfolk. Yes, let's never speak of that again.
You know he's gonna do it.
I mean, yeah, but that doesn't stop me from trying to stop it kill it in its cradle.
That would be
Are you-
called a minor worm threat. I believe you get 2 glory for that.
Yeah, Kraft, start hammering out your backup character concept just in case.
Let me just find a table while I split the video.